Frozen Fleet Churchill aircraft carriers. It was in the midst of World War II, and Britain faced a daunting challenge: the ruthless attack of Nazi U-boats. These German submarines wreaked havoc on merchant ships carrying vital supplies to the United Kingdom. In 1942 alone, nearly 100 ships were lost every month between March and September. Desperate to protect these ships and bridge the vulnerable mid-Atlantic gap, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill hatched a bold plan, a daring attempt to create aircraft carriers from an unexpected material, ice. At the time, aircraft lacked the range to effectively patrol vast expanses of ocean, leaving 300 miles of water exposed and unprotected. Churchill envisioned floating islands, refueling stations for aircraft, to fill this crucial gap. However, conventional aircraft carriers were scarce, and steel, a critical resource for the war effort, was in high demand for weapons, tanks, and ships. Decades later, modern aircraft carriers have grown in size and sophistication. Powered by nuclear power, these huge ships, weighing up to 97,000 tons, have an impressive endurance. They can operate without refueling for more than 20 years. But let's go back to the 40s. Enter Lord Louis Mountbatten, head of Britain's Joint Operations Command. He presented Churchill with a signature piece of ice, Bickeret, a wonderful creation of Geoffrey Pike. This ice has been reinforced with wood pulp, so that it melts at a snail's pace. Churchill saw in them a potential solution: a fleet of aircraft carriers made of this unusual material. Bickeret, the proposed ship, would be an engineering marvel, displacing 26 times more water than any ship of its time. It required 26 electric motors for propulsion, and a 60-foot-long prototype was built in Alberta, Canada, a behemoth weighing as much as 5 blue whales. Ice's remarkable ability to hold its shape bodes well. However, by 1943, the tide had turned. Escort carriers reached the Atlantic, and long-range aircraft such as the B-24 Liberator closed the once invulnerable gap forever. Despite the impressive characteristics of the Bickeret, the dream of the iceberg aircraft carrier gradually faded away, relegated to the annals of history. History is full of daring ideas and great stories.